A rare offering, a life well lived, a legacy ready to continue. Set in the quiet beauty of Wakkerstroom, this is more than a home. It's a sanctuary shaped by time, nature, and intention.
Goedemorgen Michel.
Goedemorgen Henk.
Welkom.
Dank je. Goedemorgen Jannie.
Goedemorgen Michel.
Hoe gaan dit vanoggend?
Baie goed en fijn om jou weer te zien.
Baie goed, dankie. Good morning Henk.
Goedemorgen Michel.
Tell us about your life in Europe or the Netherlands before discovering Wakkerstroom.
We live in a small village, the same as here, Wakkerstroom, a little smaller, on the river. Nice and free, and we always had our business there. But we like the quietness and not the big cities. So we lived very quiet where we lived, and we were very happy.
Wonderful. And do you remember the very first time you arrived in Wakkerstroom and what stood out for you?
The very first time. Where shall I start? It was in the end of 1990. I came for the business to Joburg. Dus I came over for the first time to Africa. And I stayed over by the family of Hofmeijer. And Hofje Hofmeijer, that Professor Hofje Hofmeijer, I have to say, he studied in Kampen in the town we come from in the Netherlands. And he was a brilliant student, he was a brilliant man. And we became friends, we were both young. And he lived with his wife close where we had the shop. And then he invited us because I was contacting him for the sale, and he said, "Come over," and then so we made together with my wife and Hoffie and his wife Linda a trip to the Cape, and the first day with the trip we came in Wakkerstroom. So we came for the first time at Wakkerstroom because he had the summer house here and we could stay the first night in the summer house. By the evening we were walking around and I seen here the big building, and it was a ruin. But me as art historian, I was very interested in it because I said to my wife Jannie, that must be in the past a very, very nice building, and a shame that it is so fallen down. And I like to see tomorrow when it is not so dark anymore, I would like to see go around and like to see it again. Anyway, we forgot it. The next day we were on the trip to the south, and then so after a half hour driving, I said, I forgot to look to that building because I am thinking the whole time on it. It appeals to me. I don't know what it is. Henk, we driving through, we don't stop, we don't go back. I said, Jannie, please. And then Hoffie's wife, Linda, she was fantastic. She said, let me go back. Now, we came back and I walked around here, and I fell in love with not only with the building. The building was spectacular. It was very, very interesting. But the whole layout, just the how you look over the valley, over the mountains, and now everything was so beautiful. It couldn't be better. The sun was shining, and for us as Dutch, I couldn't believe that something like that exists. It is not only a building; it is also where is the building situated, etc., etc. Dus anyway, we drove to the south. We made the whole trip to the Karoo and thing. And it was at, how do you call that, Rennet, yeah, Rennet, with his peaks and things. And we had a fantastic trip. And during that trip, I said to Huffy, is it possible? Is that ruin on the market? He said, no, the man didn't want to sell. Many people asked for it. I said, when you say I'm coming from Holland, you never know. Anyway, it's a long story, but I bought it. But then it began. It began of the change of our life. Because it had a hell of a change for us. You know, I had the experience by having the shop in London and going all over the world. I see many things, but it was so special and so pure that I said, when there is only, because there were trees through the roof, and you could, but you know, I said, when there is only the roof closed, then it will be nice, then it doesn't rain in. I said, now the roof was closed, then this came and that came and that. It ended up like a 20-year story of making it better, making it nicer, making it more comfortable, keep it in its original state, etc., etc. So I came for the first time to Wakkerstroom.
What was it about Wakkerstroom that captured your hearts?
A combination of things. It was so different from every country where I was, from America to Europe. The pureness, the weather, not too warm, not too hot. The view, the quietness, everything. That was, and special those days, you know, that days was already for me something so different from everything. You know, I was used to walk through Brussels, to walk to Paris, to go to New York, and because we did this early paintings also, we have to judge and go everywhere. It was so completely different. And then when you get a little older, then you think, what is important in life? And I found that here in Wakkerstroom. Very, very nice people, friendly people. When I put my hand up, they say hello to me. I'm used that in Holland also, because we live in a small village and everyone is saying hello to each other. But in the towns where I was for the business, yeah, you know, everyone passing each other, and that was so. And here it is so pure. The food, the fruit, the weavers what making the nest here in the trees, the swallows. It is, and that unbelievable view. That was life. I feel so happy, and Jannie also, because it is not only me. We feel so happy. And it worked out. The longer we were here, the more we have to learn. But I learned a lot, more than I ever learned before. You know, I learned about the people. I learned about a complete different culture than Europe or America, and it is. It was an eye-opening every day. Sometimes we sitting outside at night, and then we look to the stars and say, in Holland we couldn't, and we live in an open place, huh? We have a fantastic place there on the river, but we don't see the stars, so you see it here.
Yeah.
And the pureness. It is, Michelle, it was a change in our life. And every time when we came here, that we always said, we don't stay enough here, you know. And every time when we came here, we felt at home.
Henk, did you ever imagine you would still be connected to it nearly 3 decades later?
No, I didn't think. It is, and that is just what I said before. It became better and better and better for us. Okay, we did it our way, yeah? And when you do it your own way and you are pure, and then it is, I don't have the English words for it, because so you hear, my English is not that wonderful, but then it is always okay. And together with Jannie and the family, we became so much involved with the whole, not special for this and for that, but it was with the whole atmosphere and the whole climate, and yeah, we were happy. All the time when we're coming here, we were happy. But that it took so long, we are now mid-80s, in our mid-80s, we are not the youngest anymore. When we came, we were a young couple. And, but we still in love with it.
Henk, deciding to sell the property must have been emotional. What led to that decision?
The age that we 84 years old, both of us, we still fit, we can still travel, we can still go around and manage everything, but it is, I think it is the right time for us, for Jannie and me, and also the family, the kids, because they came already as very, very young. They came here and they don't speak about something else when they speak over holidays and over the time here in Africa. That is, you know, but we don't. That is the main reason. But we don't leave it here. I mean, our son has a house just besides here, besides the manor, and it's big enough for the family, for our family, and so long we can travel, that we will travel all the time. We never leave Wakkerstroom, and the family comes to Wakkerstroom, and the kids, the kleinkinderen, they come also, because they're very enthusiastic about it. So the love for the place, everyone feels it in their own way. Everyone has his own feeling. The property has many possibilities. When we rebuilding it, then we made it multifunctional. Everyone sees it different, but to share the love what we found here, you find it nowhere For us, it is the best place. We didn't make it commercial, you know. We just use it as a family home. But if you want to open a business, everyone fills it in for himself. What kind of business, you know? That is out of us. We had a family home here, and it is very well usable for a family home. Okay, there's a lot of space, a lot of room, but it is made for many possibilities. And I wish the new owner has the same love, and they see, you know, you can have, just an example, you can have a house on the sea, an apartment on the sea. Wonderful. But when we go from here, in 5 hours we are in Umslanga Rocks. After 5 days, I want to go back. And when I go in 5 hours, 4.5 hours, I go to Kruger Park. After 5 days, I want to stay another 5 days. Because everyone feels it different. But being, say, Umslanga Rocks, because we've been quite often to Umslanga Rocks when we stayed here. Then we made the trip to there. Then it was, in the beginning you see the sea, and that's fantastic because we are water people. We live on the water, we live on the river in Holland, and we like the sea. But then after 2 days, the sea is well a little bit noisy. And after 3 days, you hear there is always building in the apartments. And then in Dutch we saying het gaat je ergeren. Then we want both. After 5 days we want to come back. And when we come back in Wakkerstroom, then we say, oh, what a relief. What a relief. But everyone finds it different, everyone has his own thing, but in this time where the whole world is upside down, then I and Jannie, we find it the best place to be for your soul. The best place to be. And that is what it's all about. Eh? We don't know how long we live, because we're very old. But to have the quality of life, this is quality of life. And not a luxury car in a big city with all the noise and with all the things. That's no quality of life. Now, Michelle, you asked me many questions, and I'm used to speak about my business in the past, and now I speak about my love. And but can you follow me? Then I give you a small tour through the building and just give you an idea.
Yes, Henk.
Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you.
Okay. Dit is the famous room from Floris, one of our grandchildren.
And you've got the best view.
And we have the best view. Waking up in the morning like this is, can't be better. What do you want more in life? Mm-hmm. And from here, you can take your laptop and you can do business all over the world if you want. In the morning the sun comes up there in the east, and even in the winter when the sun comes up, it warms already this place. You can't, it just came like that. It was just an accident, it didn't plan. It worked all in our favor. Michelle, all the rooms are a little different, but all the rooms have annex the bathrooms. And you see it here also, you know, and all have annex bathrooms and shower. What is better than wake up in the morning and with this view, this food? That is something, you know, a place like that you can buy, but that you cannot buy. That is just because it is built higher up, you overlook everything and then you look to the mountains and the sea. Best in life, the best in life. And then you wake up and then you take a shower. In the evening, there is the west. Dus you're sitting in the jacuzzi. You open the window and you see the sun goes down. Ach, you get tears in your eyes. What do you want more? I will show you the wine cellar and what is so lovely outside, because that is. En dan weer lekker glaasje wijn.
Ja, ik zie uit.
So Michelle, now I'll show you the garden room and the wine cellar.
Thank you.
Dit is de wine cellar. And I'm not a wine expert, but here my friend Mark de Vinny made a nice picture there from the Cape and from the wine, the whole wine culture. And now I pick up a wine. Then which one should I take? I take a bottle from 2019. 2019. Dus but we take this bottle up and then it is over here not for long people, huh? When you're tall, you know, but we bring this to the table outside and we have a nice lekker glaasje wijn. Dit is another terrace. And sitting then met Jannie here under the palm tree having a glass of wine is wonderful. This is all 19, 8 jaar oud.
Nee, 26 zit er wel in.
Oh ja.
Okay, cheers.
Het is, je kunt je gelukkig voelen van een klein plekje, een klein huisje en met een mooi uitzicht en there's a nice view and then you feel happy. It is, but for us dit was very, very, very special, and we always felt welcome in town, and that's an important thing by anyone.
Yes.
And we didn't sit on a neck. Everyone goes their own way. Everyone has their own things to do. But we made a few very dear friends, and yeah, for the rest, everyone. You can't have for us, you can't have a better place in the world, because with what we spent here, we could go to the French Riviera, we could go to the Côte d'Azur, we could go everywhere in the world. But we decided this, and then the time was teaching us this is the most wonderful place in the world for us, for Jannie and me, and for the family.
Ja.
What do you hear? I couldn't organize this.
It is
You hear
given.
only birds.
It is given.
Ja.
You hear
Beautiful.
only birds.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It
Nothing
is
else.
beautiful.
And so restful.
And you can't organize this, because noise that comes from someone else. But of it is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it is always quiet. And that I can't say enough. That is in this time of the world. So it is the best you can have. The best it is from my heart. It is from my heart.
An extraordinary opportunity awaits to own not just a property, but a lifestyle of authenticity, tranquility, and connection. Wakkerstroom remains, and so can your story within it.